Hi everyone, I am Gnanasekar, CCI in Security. In this session we are going to discuss Asdm on ASA. It's a CCNP firewall. Asdm, Advanced Security Device Manager. It's a Cisco proprietary application for managing your firewall product. So using that you can configure, you can monitor, you can troubleshoot. So in this session we will see how it can be integrated with the end users level. I will show you how to configure. So this is what our firewall. This is the topology we are going to use. My laptop is connected to the management interface of the firewall and it's already having E0/0 and E0/1. It is there connected to the inside network as well as outside network. You can launch your Asdm on any of the interface, but specifically you have to say in which interface the traffic have to come and what is the protocol you want to allow. For example, HTTP traffic as well as Asdm traffic. Now this is the firewall we are going to configure Asdm. First execute show version command just to try to find out what is the currently running ASA image. The ASA image is a 8.1 and then execute show flash command. It will be showing what is the Asdm images it is there in the flash. So whenever the firewall is shifting from the Cisco, it will be having a ASA image as well as Asdm image pre-installed. Now it is having the compatibility, so we have to check whether the proper Asdm image is there in your flash. If it is a ASA 8.4, it should be a Asdm 6.4. If it is a Asdm 8.2, it should be a Asdm 6.2. So compatibility is a matter. But any older ASA image will support higher Asdm images, right? Fine. Now we'll use Asdm 6.1 for this configuration. First we have to specify some interface for launching Asdm. So in that management interface 00, I am putting the name if called mgmt security level and put the IP address with 172.16.0.152/16 subnetwork. Make it no shutdown. So just we did assign the IP for management interface. Yeah. After that, activate HTTP server, and HTTP traffic should come from which subnetwork, that you have to specify. On which interface? On MGMT interface. And paralleling Asdm image. So which image you want to use it for this purpose? So I will say from the flash Asdm 641 image I want to use it. And Asdm users can come from which location? That also you have to specify. That is also from the same subnetwork where HTTP traffic is coming. So this is the subnetwork we want to allow on MGMT interface. And we need a username and a password to get authenticate. Further create a username Asdm admin and a password Asdm admin with the privilege of 15. So we need a minimum privilege level 15 to access Asdm. Now AAA authentication for HTTP console, use local database. So whenever the HTTP browser is launched, automatically this will be getting authenticated by using the local database. The AAA protocol will do that functionality. Now once we assign everything, be sure that you got the connectivity towards firewall. So I'm trying to ping, that is 172.16.0.152. yeah, it's got connected. Now you can launch browser. In that browser you can say HTTPS 172.16.0.152. you can get some security alert. Click I understood the risk, add exception, get certificate, confirm. Now it will be prompting some basic option. Either you want to download the ASDM image on your PC by MSI file format, or you want to run the ASDM by using JNLP file format. So for both cases we need a Java to be installed on your PC. Just I'm clicking install ASDM launcher option. So it is prompting the username and password. We have to type what we created. So ASDM admin, yes, and it is prompting again to choose the file to store. So I'm clicking save file. So once it is getting downloaded, just double click, run this application. Yes, if the ASDM already pre-installed, it will be asking the only 2 steps, otherwise it will be going for multiple steps. Now ASDM admin, click OK, accept this certificate from the Java. Yeah, so this is the home page of ASDM. It is having multiple device list, like what are the devices you can control via this ASDM. Right now you connected with only one. In case in future if you want to add other devices also, you can click the add option, type the IP address of the device of the firewall, then it will be showing in this list. If you double click in this window, you can configure the device, but one device in a single window. We cannot configure multiple devices at once. For that you need to have Cisco Security Manager kind of higher end softwares. Now before doing anything, just go to Tools, Preferences, check this box, preview the commands before sending them to the devices, so that you will get the idea. If I'm clicking this menu option, this command will be executed on the firewall. So this is very important, check this one. In this home page you can get the idea like what is the host name of the product and what is the image currently running on and how much memory it is utilizing. And firewall, you know, there are 2 kind of mode, one is routed as well as transparent. It clearly says that this is the routed. You can launch the ASDM image on either mode, and here you can see the context method. It is a single mode as well as multiple mode also possible. In a single mode you can define a number of users, but in case of multiple mode we have a session limitation. Totally 32 context we can 32 ASDM can be launching in a context. Now it is showing that licensing information, and you can go to the Firewall Dashboard just to monitor what is the live traffic is going on. It is saying that number of connection statistics, and it is a number of dropped packets, and it's the possible scanning methodology. And you can, here we have the drop down menu to see last 8 hours, last 24 hours data rules and all. And you can go to the configuration tab. There we can modify the entire firewall via graphical, and we have a multiple tab that depends on the mode of operation. If it is a routed mode, you can see this site to site VPN and remote access VPN tabs, and if it is a transparent mode, this menu options are not available. Here go to the device setup, and it's having the startup wizard. It will be giving the basic idea like what is the host name you want to keep, what is the IP address you want to assign, and where is the domain name, and all other options. We'll see this one. Launch the setup, and it is asking whether you want to modify the existing running configuration or you want to restore to the factory default setting. Whenever you say factory default setting, it will be putting one IP address for the MGMT port. That also we can define here itself. I am choosing the first option, click next, and it is asking what is the host name you want to have. So this is reflecting the currently defined host name. So here for example I am putting ASA, and the domain name cisco.com. You can click next. It will go for the next window. It will be showing right now we assigned IP for this MGMT port, and if you want to modify that also we can do, and it is giving other interfaces name as well. So here itself we can define the IP for all interface. And ASA firewall is started supporting IPv6 as well. So here is the option. Click the next menu, and it is giving the summary of your interfaces. And here we have same security level permitting from inter interface as well as intra interface. So here you can say it's edited, and we can assign the IP. For this example I'm taking 10.1.1, and security level we can define manually, and I can say enable this interface. Click OK. Click. Now click next, and this is for defining a static route from the firewall point of view. And this is also optional window. You can click next, and it is asking like whether you want to configure the DHCP server. So optional, you can click next, and this is for the NATing tab. You can click next, and it will be asking where you want to allow the users, either from this subnetwork, for HTTP, for ASDM, we have to choose this one. So right now we allowed only on this MGMT interface, only this subnetwork are allowed to access HTTP as well as ASDM. Click next, and this options will be giving like to upload your ASA image from the Cisco site. You have to specify what is the protocol you want to use it, and what is the credential you have to download the file. So we should have a proper customer contact support, then only you can download the files. Click next. So this is the final summary. We can finish. So it is executing. Right. So this is a small example I given in this video. We seen how to launch the ASDM on ASA firewall. We seen all the menu options as well. Using this, it's a easy way of deploying the configuration for the firewalls. If you have multiple firewalls in your network, via command line it's very too difficult to configure it. That's why the ASDM applications will be very helpful. Using this application, we can launch multiple firewall sessions, but one at a time.